I don't want to walk the streets anymore, prostitute, being a grandmother.
So you've been a prostitute before?
Been a prostitute for 30 years.
What's the phone number?
It's 850-280-0319. I did math, fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
I completed successfully 8 rehabs into 10. That first moment of, it brought me out of thinking. It took me away from feeling. It numbed, but it didn't numb. It was just a ball and chain, and it was my God, it was my everything, it was my nemesis, it was my husband, it was my worst friend, my best friend. It became something that was so innate that I thought I couldn't live without it. My body and my mind felt as if that was the only thing that would make me feel better, and it wasn't. It wasn't true. About 5-6 years ago. Yeah, so from 2005 to 2017, so 12 years. My drug of choice was crack.
Your drug of choice was crack?
Was crack, yeah.
When did you last use crack?
A little over 2 weeks, maybe like 15, 16 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does crack make you feel?
Crack made me feel like shit.
Makes you feel like shit?
It made me feel like shit. There's a moment of, but after that, it's just misery. It was hard to stop due to the fact that I chose not to. It was the only drug in the world that I've ever had that called me. It called me on a continuous basis. Like, it would be like an automatic drive to go get it, even if I didn't want to, and I would find myself there. The need to chase the dragon, so to speak, wanting to get that remembrance of that very first, only lasts a couple of seconds and then it's gone. It's an evil. I had a line the size of my fingernail.
Did you snort it? You say line, so
yeah, I snorted fentanyl.
Got a little fentanyl in it?
Everything nowadays has fentanyl in it. Yes.
Have you ever gotten pregnant by one of your Johns?
No, by the grace of God, no.
Okay. Where are your kids?
My children my youngest is in Chattahoochee right now for the criminally insane. He lost his mind. He drug-induced psychosis from the meth. My other son, Nicholas, he is in jail right now. Also drug-induced psychosis. He shot somebody while on meth. And my oldest son, who is 31, is smoking crack.
Were you smoking crack when you were pregnant with him?
Yes.
Do you attribute that to the problems he has at all? He was basically a crack baby, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. But they never tested him. And I was able to walk away from the hospital with him and his older brother, Nicholas. I did. I love my children, but unfortunately they became an inconvenience to my drug use. The brutal honesty of the whole thing is that, everybody and everything was an inconvenience to my drug use in my mid-20s. And I loved them so dearly. I do contribute what I did in my drug use to their demise, so to speak. But I also know the simple fact that they are grown adults with free will and choices of their own. My whole family is nothing but alcoholics and drug addicts. I come from
Your parents?
Yeah. Yeah.
What drugs were they using?
What drugs weren't they using? That's a better thing.
Was crack around?
No, the cocaine. My father was a heroin addict when I was a very young age. Alcohol and marijuana and cocaine were the main three things throughout my life. But you are worth more than selling your body for the next fix, for whatever the reason it is. Your body is your temple, and you must keep it as so. And if you are, know that you're not unworthy. You're not broken. You're not broken goods, man. You're not broken goods. You're good.